Hey class, so in this video I'm going to go over how to complete the assignment College Urban Legends Google Doc assignment. And this is actually going to be one of the first steps for planning our essay too, so it's really important that you get this done. Okay, so let me go over it real fast. So first you're going to want to click on the assignment, obviously. Once you open that, it's going to have a link to the Google Doc you're going to be filling out, as well as links to the two articles. Those articles are also linked right above the assignment. They both go to the same thing, it just depends on what format you want them. Okay, so I have my two articles opened up, that's going to be important, and then I'm also going to open up this Google document, and it looks like this. And so the first thing you're going to want to do is save yourself a copy. So you're going to go to File, make a copy, save it with your name at the front. That's important when trying to look for it later. So I would just name it your name and then just keep the rest of the name on there. Okay, so you've saved yourself a copy. Now it's time to get started. So the first part of this assignment is going to ask us to be finding different stories in this article called Exam Scams and Classroom Flimflams by Major and Bray. So this is a research article. I'm going to open that up in a different tab. And what you're going to be asked to do is not necessarily to read all of it because it is 15 pages, but you're going to be looking for stories on the page numbers that I've indicated. So all the urban legends in this research article are going to be in italics. So that is going to help you to find those stories a lot easier. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the page number indicated here. So I've done the first one for you. So it says Major and Bray 237. So I know that the article here actually starts on page 237. Up here we can see that it goes from page 237 to 250. So that just means that this is coming from a longer article that they're just taking a couple pages from. So if it starts on 237, that means that the story is going to be on this first page. So I'm just going to scroll down until I find some italics. Here's my story right here. I'm going to read through the story, and then in my own words, I'm going to summarize it in 1 to 2 or even 3 sentences. So that's what I did over here. So I wrote, student forgets his ID during the final, tricks teacher who doesn't know the student's name by putting the final in the middle of the pile and running away. So it's important that you read the full story on your own and then summarize it in as many words as it takes for you to remember the details of the story. So the goal of this is just to come up with a long list of different stories that you'll be able to refer back to later. So whatever you need to remember the story, that's what you're going to write down. And then for the second one here, it's the same, Major and Bray, and it's the page 240. So I'm going to go back to the article. I'm going to scroll down. This is 238. So this will be 239. And this will be 240. So then I just got to scroll down until I find some italics, which I can see at the very end. So this story starts on 240 and ends 241, so I'm just going to read over the story in italics and then again summarize it in my own words and then just add that summary here in front of the in-text citation. And I'm going to do that for all 12 stories that are included in this article. And then the next part is going to have me read a different article, Why College Students Need Urban Legends by Zhao. So for this one, I've already given you all the details. You are just filling in the blanks. So this one says forests surrounding Reed College in Portland, Oregon are home to blank. So now I'm going to go to my second article. Looks like this. And I'm just going to start reading because it's not a very long article. And right away it says, legend has it the forests surrounding Reed College in Portland, Oregon are home to not only standard flora and fauna, but also a slightly lesser known species, zombie monkeys. Okay, so my blank would be zombie monkeys. I'm going to put that in here, and then I'm just going to do that for the rest of the 7 stories that are included. Okay, and then the last part of this assignment is going to be for you to look up some urban legends on your own. So these should be college urban legends. They can be from really any type of website. It does not need to be credible. It does not need to be research-based or anything like that. We're looking for the faker the story, the better. So the easiest way to do that would just be to go to Google college urban legends. Let's find my Google Doc, but I'm just going to Google that. And as you can see, there's a bunch of different articles. So I would just click on a couple of these and see what is there. Okay, so that is going to be it. Once you found your 5 stories, you're just going to include I would just include the link, honestly, to the article that you got it from, and that'll be enough so that if you need to find it later, you can. So story, summarized, 1 to 2 sentences, and then a link to the article that you got it from, and that'll be good. Okay, so that is it, and hopefully you have a good time finding these stories, and we will be talking about this more in class. Okay.